Okay, I probably will have to make a bit more, but I'm trying my best to save as much as I can of my steel beams because I don't have a ton left on me yet. Also very low on my food, excuse me. Also very low on iron rods. I do have iron next to me, so if I need to make some I can, but so this is gonna make 50 a minute. Then I need a belt. So, grab some stackable poles. And put one right here, I think, to make it work. I would have liked a little bit more of a bend in it. I guess that'll do. It looks kind of funny, but whatever. No way I have enough beams to get all the way up. Either way, though, let's try. So I actually don't technically have to run back because I do have coal and iron here, so I could just make some steel beams, obviously. Yeah, I had a feeling this was going to be a problem. Sorry, I'm kind of focused on trying to make this turn correctly. Well, that worked, but I put the holes in the wrong place. Yeah, so I don't have to actually run back if I don't want to. I'm just trying to figure out if it's faster for me to make it here or run back. It takes about 10 minutes for me to run back. It's going to take me probably about the same amount of time to mine everything out. Let's see how I can, how much time this takes. Yeah, I think it'll just be faster for me to run back and grab what I need. When I was running back, I noticed that one of the lights was yellow on the assembler here. Yeah, you can see this again. I assumed that was just because it was running out of rubber, because I have it set to produce exactly how much rubber that all three of the assemblers need. So I figure if I just threw some rubber into the line down there, eventually it'll catch back up. And this should jump back up to 100%, hopefully. It's going to take a little bit just because on a tier 1 belt, but that's okay. Alright. Came back. It took about 20 minutes to run all the way back down here. I did slow down a little bit to put some platforms for the power towers to get put on the way back, and I also added some railways to the foundation to hopefully speed up the process a little bit later. But I brought back plenty of encased beams this time because we are not quite done with the belts after this. They'll come all the way down here. I get rid of these. Splitters down. Okay. That should be the iron connected. No, it's just about... So we're making 60 times 12. So we're making 60 times 12. So 720 steel ingots. Which means it's probably best to keep the constructors split, since we don't have tier 5 belts yet. Otherwise I would just connect them. So we can just build this out a bit. And we're gonna need for the steel beam side, well, it works out perfectly because it takes 60 per minute. The steel pipes are 30 per minute, so we'll need twice as many. Alternatively, we can make a little less steel pipes, and I think that'll be okay. I don't think steel pipes really get used at the same rate that steel beams do. And since these are going 1 for 1, essentially, we can just line up a constructor on each of them. And the constructor can actually take 1 input from each one. These will all be steel beams, so I don't have to worry about steel pipe usage. Then we will run them this way. Making 15 times 6, so 90 per minute. So it just needs a 2 belt. Get our mergers on there. I don't know if that just happens to me, like where it won't snap to the grid. Not the grid, but the output. That is the most obnoxious thing. I know I said it earlier, but man, does that just irritate me to no end. Okay, come down here. We'll make... So for every one that is producing steel beams, they'll have to be split into 2 separate constructors. So I guess the question is, how many steel pipes do I want to do? It's 20 per minute, so if I go with 3, I would get 60 per minute. That seems appropriate, I think. I would definitely much rather have the steel beams right now. I'm hoping that I'm not like missing anything where I'm gonna need a lot of steel pipes. So let's go with this. Go with 3 for each. So these 3 will all be steel beams. Then these 3 what I'll do is I will make the 6 constructors for them. I'm gonna put them a little bit farther forward. 3, 4. I need to put them a little bit farther forward. We're gonna have to have towards the edge. Like here. I don't think I can get rid of this, can I? I can, probably. That is 5. I guess I can keep it like that, actually. And one more right here. Then we'll... it's gonna be what? 180 per minute, so you got your 3 belts. That's uneven. There we go. Is it perfect? Yes. At least it is to me. I don't agree with you. Alright, so these will all make steel pipes. We'll be making 20 times 6, so 120 per minute. They're not even at all. I know this one's not even, but for whatever reason it thinks it's on the turn of the belt, so I'm not going to bother with it. Get mergers down. Alright, there we go. So these can go up to tier 1 belt. About iron rods. I think I have some more in the crate. Maybe not actually. That's fine, I can make some really quick. Okay, so in about 100, head over here. Our mergers down. This one, of course, doesn't want to snap on. And from here, it'll lift up. It's like 15, 30, 45, so it can be tier 1. Here. Would have been nice if that just cleanly went in, right? Okay, that'll work. This is what a tier 2 belt. 45 more coming in. That should be fine. But 120 plus 4, yeah, so it'll need to be a three belt on here. Then all that's left is the steel beams, of course. Or the steel pipes, I mean. Don't think I forgot about those. Those can come in right here. That's 20 per with 6 total, so 120. So this is going to be a little bit awkward. I think what we can actually do, these 3 belts can go together. I know it's crooked. Just bear with me here. And then we'll stick these 3 belts together, but they will go backwards. Those will go in here. I probably could have gotten that a little bit easier, but, you know, I'll take it. Okay. And I think all that... So that leaves 2 things. One, I have to obviously connect everything to the power. Which is what I'm going to go ahead and take care of right now. The other thing is I'm going to need to get everything up to a train station so that I don't have to run over here every time that I want to get things like steel beams. You can see the the platforms I've made are pretty high off the ground, which is probably where the biggest issue in all of this is going to come in, because I'm going to have to lift all this stuff up pretty high. But that is okay. I am almost out of cables. I don't think I have any cables in the box. I do not. I don't think there's a copper node around here. Oh yeah, there is up there actually. Oh god, like just grinding away at copper just sounds like a nightmare for me. I guess I can use this opportunity to bring the power over. Also, I'll go grab some wire, or sorry, some copper, and bring the platforms down to be able to connect the power. Okay, ran back, grabbed some cables. I connected all of the power towers on the way back. So those do have power. I just need to bring it down here, but I'm going to go ahead and set up all of the power poles first. Kind of wish that I had the Mark III power pole. I don't know how many connections it allows you to have, but sometimes 7 just does not feel like enough. I also kind of wish you could like attach each one to the wire and then like put one on the end and that one could attach to the pole. I think that'd be really neat, but I understand why they didn't allow you to do that. Looks like all the smelters are connected now. Now it is just the last few constructors that need a connection. Put it here, why not? One in the middle just for good measure, you know? And I think this down here, this one. We're gonna have to do a couple of poles, or actually I can just put the tower there. Connect this to... Might be too long? No, it's fine. I'll put the power tower here. That should reach. And this can just connect straight to that. Okay, and everything should be ready to turn on. I just need to run up and bring the power towers down. I'm gonna have to put like a platform halfway down because the tower won't quite reach that far. Neato. Okay, you can get rid of all the rocks now. Thank you. I haven't explored any cave systems in this playthrough yet, mostly because I'm trying not to get distracted like I just did when I'm building stuff. But I mostly find my cave systems when I'm building stuff, so. Okay, so I need to put a couple of foundations down right about here. Hopefully that's close enough. I know it'll reach the ground from there. I'm just not sure if it's going to reach this tower. No worries. It'll just fit. Same thing. I actually don't know if this is going to reach down there. Might be a little too far. I could just put it on this mushroom if I have to. Too long. Thank you, mushroom, for being here. And there we go. Everything should be turned on now. We look down. We got some yellow lights. We got some green lights. Yeah, looks like everything is on. So let's hang out here for a second. Just make sure everything's running smoothly and everything's getting what it needs. The coal coming in already. Iron is being put in as we speak. And I did not connect the spell. Let's Line this back up. That's why I always check your builds. Never know. Never know when you're gonna make a mistake. That's okay though, it's just giving the iron time to catch up. It's always the last one, man, like, every time. It's slightly crooked, but what do you want me to do at this point? This is not connected, question mark. Why is this not connected? These. All right, looks like everything is working. Taking a little bit of time for the ingot to get down here, but that is okay. Per usual, once this one fills up and these fill up, those ones will catch up. Let's go check up top. This belt should be full. There shouldn't be any gaps in it. I didn't, This is why we check our builds. I could have swore I put a, 2 power shards in that, but I guess not. And I didn't attach these belts. Man, I really did not finish the build at all. can see the coal generators are already packed up because they're sitting there waiting for the iron to catch up. That's fine. I'd rather there be a little bit extra lying around, honestly. It makes it a little bit easier to not worry about everything. So these are going to take some time to catch up and work at proper efficiency, especially this one, since there's no, like, it's getting the last it can get, but once everything catches up with itself, this will be producing a good amount of everything. And it looks like we're not having any issues, so that is good. This is why I kind of wanted to put the splitter in the middle and have them go down the sides rather than doing the way I normally do it, but I'm not too concerned with it, I guess. These are already backed up. Well, I guess not backed up per se. They're dumping at the rate at which there's only interesting that this says 48%, but I think it's going to go up to 100 now because it looks like it's getting the amount that it needs. Yeah, it's just going to take some time to catch up. I think that was just because of the not putting the shards into the iron deposit. We could kind of do this so that all the ingots dump. It'll take a little bit, but once this one dumps all of its ingots out, I'll change it back. Because obviously this one's gonna start to get a little bit backed up. Maybe not actually. I'm more worried about like these ones back here, I think. It's producing faster than it can get rid of them, but okay, so this one, good. This will help the foundries catch up as well. That one is good. Feels like I miscalculated on the coal somehow. I guess it was just because the coal got a head start. I'm not sure. These can both go back to tier 1s. This can go back to tier 1. And these ones are going to take a little bit longer to catch up since they're further in the back. But I do not want these slowing down because they're getting maxed out like this. I guess I can just take these out manually. Up here. I like this foundry is probably going to be struggling for ingots. Trying to figure out if there's less or more of a backup when you put tier 4 belts at the front. Like obviously at the front there's less of a backup. I feel like towards the back it starts to create more of a backup. Yeah, we have the same problem at the main base where because as it gets further down the belt, there's more ingots having to get put on. They slow down a little bit. And then the ones at the very back get backed up really quickly. And the problem with that is that if these are getting backed up, the ingots aren't getting fed correctly. A solution to that could be taking the overclock off, like back here, but like maybe taking one of the ones off of this, one of the ones off of this, and switching it to these. Throwing your 2 belts on. So, well, yes, this is now producing more, which is like creating more of a backup back here. These are producing less, which should help with the backup because they're producing them slower, so they should empty a little bit quicker. I think. I mean, it seems like it helped, right? Like, the belts are unclogging slowly but surely. So I feel like I was right. Like, yeah, there's still like a couple of hiccups here and there, but that's just, you know, that's bound to happen. And it's not like hiccuping the actual belts itself now. So I think that is the way to resolve that. It doesn't look like any other belts are falling behind now. I think we're good. My only concern is that we should be pushing 480 ingots. It looks like we are. I'm not seeing any gaps in the ingots. I think we're good. Then it just comes down to like, are these ones in the back like getting the amount that they need? And obviously they're not. But that might just come down to the ones at the front filling up. Yeah, so like as this one fills up, it's going to take less ingots. Same with this one. So on and so forth. But it looks like the bottom ones are already starting to fill up. So I think it's okay. I think this is okay. The numbers are correct. Maybe the execution isn't. It's okay if it's not running 100% perfectly. I don't mind that. I just, like, if I can fix it, I would like to. But, you know, that can be a tall ask for yourself sometimes. It may be good to shut the constructors off for a little bit if they're struggling to stay on, but it looks like they're okay now. Yeah, let's shut them all off for just a second so the ingots can catch up. I'm not going to do it to the bottom one because the bottom ones should never really be slowing down. But these ones will. So let's let a little bit of ingots pile up. So turn these back on. I'll need to put them on a tier 2 belt for just a minute. Otherwise, the ingot will just stay loaded up forever. I should be able to go back to the front, put that on a tier 1 belt. and it should have a fair few ingots in it, so it should never fall behind now.